Hello everyone, welcome to my political journalism news channel. The story for today is Henry Enrique Tarrio wasn't there when the riot erupted on January 6, 2021. Police had arrested Tarrio in Washington 2 days before the riot and charged him with vandalizing a Black Lives Matter banner at a historic black church during a protest in December 2020. But Tarrio didn't leave town as he should have, the indictment said. Instead, he met with Oath Keepers founder and leader Elmer Stewart Rhodes and others in an underground parking garage for approximately 30 minutes. The indictment is a further proof of how far the U.S. Justice Department is going to prosecute the leaders of extremist groups whose members are suspected to have planned an attack the U.S. Capitol, even if they weren't in attendance themselves. The latest conspiracy charge zeroes in on organized groups that plotted in advance, as federal prosecutors distinguished them from hundreds of other supporters of then-President Donald Trump who were at the scene that day and were charged. The new riot-related charges are among the most serious filed so far, but they aren't the first of their kind. 11 members or associates of the anti-government Oath Keepers militia group, including Rhodes, have been charged with seditious conspiracy in the Capitol attack. Tarrio, who has since stepped down from his post as Proud Boys chairman, didn't immediately respond to a text message seeking comment on his arrest and indictment. He served 5 months for the unrelated case. On December 30, 2020, an unnamed person sent Tarrio a document that laid out plans for occupying a few crucial buildings in Washington on January 6, including House and Senate office buildings around the Capitol, the indictment says. The 9-page document was entitled 1776 Returns and called for having as many people as possible to show our politicians we the people are in charge, according to the indictment. On the morning of January 6, group members met at the Washington Monument and marched to the Capitol before Mr. Trump finished speaking to thousands of supporters near the White House. Just before Congress convened a joint session to certify the presidential election results, a group of Proud Boys followed a crowd of people who breached barriers at a pedestrian entrance to the Capitol grounds, an indictment says. Several Proud Boys also entered the Capitol building itself after the mob smashed windows and forced open doors. Prosecutors have said the Proud Boys arranged for members to communicate using specific frequencies on Baofeng radios. The Chinese-made devices can be programmed for use on hundreds of frequencies, making them difficult for outsiders to eavesdrop. More than 36 of the more than 750 people charged in the Capitol siege have been identified by federal authorities as Proud Boys leaders, members or associates. A New York man pleaded guilty in December to storming the U.S. Capitol with fellow Proud Boys members. Matthew Green was the first Proud Boys member to publicly plead guilty to conspiring with other members to stop Congress from certifying the Electoral College vote. Green agreed to cooperate with authorities. In December, a federal judge refused to dismiss an earlier indictment charging 4 alleged leaders of the far-right Proud Boys with conspiracy. U.S. District Judge Timothy Kelly rejected defense attorneys' arguments that the 4 men, Ethan Nordin, Joseph Biggs, Zachary Rail and Charles Donahoe, were charged with conduct that is protected by the First Amendment right to free speech. Nordin, of Auburn, Washington, was a Proud Boys chapter president and member of the group's National Elders Council. Biggs, of Ormond Beach, Florida, is a self-described Proud Boys organizer. Rail was president of the Proud Boys chapter in Philadelphia. Donahoe, of Kernersville, North Carolina, also served as president of his local chapter, according to the indictment. Dominic Pezzola, 44, of Rochester, New York, also is charged with Tarrio in the new indictment, which identifies Pezzola as a member of his local Proud Boys chapter. Pezzola was already charged with conspiracy in a separate case and has been jailed since his arrest. Green traveled from Syracuse, New York, to Washington with Pezzola and other Proud Boys on January 5, according to prosecutors. That is all for today news. Thank you for watching to my channel. Please be sure to leave your comment and subscribe below for more news update.